Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. Good evening and welcome to our show. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you all doing this week? It's been some crazy vibrations in the universe, and we've had 4 planets in retrograde. I don't know about you, but my technology has been going crazy on me um, pretty much all week. In fact, I had a time where I was in the middle of a meeting with some customers and my network just completely dropped. So, fantastic moments. You got to love it. All from working from home. What can we say? Um, but yeah, it's been kind of a crazy week. And along with that, kind of brought me to my topic for tonight. I posted something on my Facebook page, Julie YeagerWalker Medium. I don't remember if I posted this to Your Time to Shine or not. But if I didn't, I will be sure to do that after the show because it was it was just such a huge thing for me this week. And what it was is talking about acceptance. And what I mean by acceptance is really about self acceptance, accepting your own self. And what does that mean exactly? So, we really are from the time that we're little, we are always either indirectly or directly, we are taught to look for acceptance of ourselves outside of ourselves. This can look anything like, looking to your coworkers, to your boss, for that pat on the back, for the attaboy, great job. It could be from friends and family and loved ones, giving you that extra little, boost, that extra little attaboy, good job. Why is that really? I mean, why do we need to look outside of ourselves for acceptance? What we really need to be doing is looking inside ourselves, internally, accepting the person for who we are, accepting what we do on a daily basis, and knowing deep down in our hearts that we are doing the right thing every day, every minute, that we are doing the right thing, no matter how that looks. Just knowing and having that in, just in that frame, in that space of being okay with that. And so many times we aren't. We're always looking outside of ourselves for that. And I'm not saying, everybody needs a boost. Everybody needs to talk and everybody needs to have that time where people agree with them. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I understand that. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the place of looking outside of ourselves for acceptance, looking outside of ourselves for love. That's a big one too, is looking for that quote unquote perfect person. Yes, that's a piece of it, but really the journey starts when you start loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you really are. And that's when the journey begins. I want to read this to you. I actually found this, and this was one of the things I posted the other day on my website. And it's from Brené Brown. And if you don't know who Brené Brown is, I suggest you look her up. She is a marvelous inspirational speaker and has just amazing insight to everyday kind of things. She has many books out there. She's got blogs, everything else. Her name is spelled Brené, and that's Brene, Brown. And this is one of the things that really caught my attention the other day. The truth is, belonging starts with self-acceptance. Your level of belonging, in fact, can never be greater than your level of self-acceptance. Because believing that you're enough is what gives you the courage to be authentic, vulnerable, and imperfect. And I just thought that was just so, it was so fitting for kind of how my week had gone and some of the feelings in the cosmos that were going on. And so, again, the first step is really to start loving and accepting yourself. Because if you can't do that, it's going to be really hard for others to be able to convince you otherwise. So, next week, start working on loving and accepting yourself and see where that takes you. All right. Right now, we are going to head to the phone lines. We are talking to Belinda in Queensland, Australia. Hi. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Good,
I'm
thank you. Good, thank you.
What can we do for you this evening?
Sorry? What can I
What is it that you would like to know this evening?
I guess I would like to know if my daughter will ever be back in my life again.
Okay. All right. Let me sit with this for a minute and ask your loved ones to come forward and give us some answers to that question. So there's going to be just a little bit of silence as I tune in. So I'll be right back with you, so don't go anywhere, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Belinda. So one of the first things that is coming through is yes, I do believe that your daughter will be coming back to you to have a relationship with you. It's probably not going to be in the time frame that you're hoping for. It's going to take a little bit of time. She's kind of on a journey of her own, a healing journey, so to speak. Actually, as I was tuning in, they were saying pretty much kind of what I was talking about just before you came on, about self-acceptance and being able to love herself. Now, if you were to ask her that openly, that's not even on a conscious level that she's thinking about this. It's all very subconscious, but that's really what her journey is right now.
Okay.
And as a result, she's kind of pushing away and pushing everybody and everything out.
Okay.
I do feel like things are going to resolve, and that she will make her way back. But it's going to take a little bit of time.
Okay. Yeah. I guess there's grandchildren as well.
Okay. Yeah, she's really kind of on a self-discovery journey right now. And she just feels like it's not aligning with anything or anyone.
Okay.
She's a little worried about criticism for her journey, but that's really, I mean, if the two of you were to talk, that would absolutely not be what would be coming from you or your words. But there's this sense or this feeling of kind of like this criticism that might be coming from you or others, that she should be doing something else or something better. And so she's really struggling and trying to find her power within herself, to stand tall and say, no, this is what I feel is best for me and my family.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
It does, yeah. So the reception's a little bit funny, but yes, it does. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I really feel like things are going to come back around, and the relationship is going to be
Okay.
stronger than it was before.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's just a little bit of patience on your end, as hard as that may be, right? Um, so, Belinda, I don't know if you have contact with her right now or not. Um, but if you do, just know that there should be a real open line of communication, maybe a little bit bumpy for a little bit. Um, but if you can at least get that conversation going, I think that will help in all of this. So I hope that
Okay.
helps.
Yeah. It does help. Thank you. Yeah. A lot. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Is there anything else that we can do for you this evening? Next, we have Catherine in Des Moines, Iowa. Good evening, Catherine. How are you? Oh, um, it's interesting how when callers call in, that it has to do with very similar things that I'm talking about throughout the evening. No surprise that Spirit brings these messages through in preparation for us all sitting here this evening. So I always find that it's really fantastic what comes up. And when there is a clear connection between what we're discussing and who's calling in into the show at night. Like I said, everything is something and nothing is ever a coincidence. Everything is very much about divine timing when you are um, dealing with spirit and the universe and all the crazy things that are going on in the world. All is very much about divine timing, and waking us up to whatever this new world is going to be. So I have to smile to myself every time something like this happens. It never ceases to amaze me at how all of this seems to coincide with each other. And so it's quite fantastic. Um, so we've still got a couple of planets in retrograde right now, and it's going to continue for a little bit. One of the big ones is Venus, which doesn't go into retrograde very often, but it has everything to do with our heart chakra and everything to do with what is important to us and with love. And so just take this time over this next week or two just to be gentle with yourselves and to take that extra little bit of TLC, because during these retrograde times, it's always a reflection on what it is that we need to heal, what it is we need to be aware of. And so retrograde really isn't always about a bad thing. It's more about self-reflection and what we need to heal. So remember to take some TLC over the next couple of weeks, to kind of take care of that. Okay. Let's see. Next, we have Nikki in Tampa, Florida. Nikki, good
Hi.
evening, and your time to shine.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. So, what
Thank
can we
you.
do for you this evening?
Well, I was hoping to have a medium session
Okay.
tonight.
Is there a particular question you had in mind?
A person that I would like to talk to, Jeff, but not any kind of question, just to see if he can come through.
Okay. Well, hang on. Let me see if I can connect with Jeff, and see what he has to say. So there's going to be just a minute of silence here, and then I'll be
Mm-hmm.
right back. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Um, so Nikki, Jeff, he's a very he was a very suave, very dapper kind of person. Um, he has a beautiful personality about him. You two were
Yeah.
very close.
Close, we were inseparable, yes.
Yeah, yeah, you were very, very close. Um, he's kind of giggling and saying he's around you all the time. And it's like I see two people walking down the road, and the guy is kind of bumping into the girl, and making her kind of lose her footing, and it's all just in um, real easy, fun, uh, lightheartedness. He was a
Yeah,
real he was a real joker.
yeah, he
Um,
was.
yeah, he just really has a fantastic personality. Um,
He did.
yeah, he says he's with you all the time. He's by your side all the time. I mean, your connection to him, even in the afterlife, is very, very strong. Um, he says you're just a beautiful, amazing person. Um, and you know what you are doing, what you are going through. Um, he just wants you to know that he's right there by your side every step of the way. And he says all you have to do is call upon him, right? Call upon him like you would call upon angels or anybody else to help you, to guide
Mm-hmm.
you, because he's here to really help you. Protection. I keep hearing protection, protection. Um, and it's like I see big wings kind of around you, kind of enveloping you, and protecting you. Uh, there's not much time that he's not around. I will say that.
Okay.
Um, but he says, call upon him. If there's a question, if there's something you're struggling with in your life, it could be anything. He says, call upon him. He's here to help you and here to guide you in this life. Um, no, he's saying no question is too small or too medial.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying, call
Yeah.
upon him, use him, He'll guide you. There's just um, very strong energy around you and kind of interweaving with you. Um, Hang on just a second. He keeps referring to a game that you guys would play together. It was a very, again, it was very much just kind of a joking kind of way, kind of to keep things light and not get too serious about things.
Mm-hmm.
That there's something that there was something in between the two of you with that, where you would play this little game and you would make that connection. And it was like at that point, no matter what it was, whether it was too heavy or upsetting or whatever, it kind of just melted everything away. Kind of just like
Mm-hmm.
put everything, into this, hey, come on, relax. It's not, chill out, relax. Everything's going to be okay kind of feeling. Um, and he was definitely your rock, definitely um, your grounding. Um, and I know that you've felt a great loss since he's been gone. Um, Kind of a huge hole.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's showing me that he knows, you know, there's that hole, um, and he's saying he wishes that he could fix that. He's tried so hard, but he knows that, there's a it's not really that possible for him with him being on the other side and you being here in the human life. But he has tried to kind of, fill that gap so that you didn't feel that hole, that emptiness. Um, he just has so much love for you, and he's saying never lose sight of the lightness of life, excuse me. Um, yeah, you have to take things seriously, he said, but don't forget you have to have fun. You have to have laughter. You have to have that lightness
Uh-huh.
to keep you going.
Yeah.
So he's showing me like driving. Did you guys take a lot of car trips together?
Car trips? Yeah,
Yes.
we did.
Yeah. He's showing me kind of like top down in a convertible, kind of just sitting back and feeling the wind and the hair and everything and just saying, yeah, this is good. This is a good life.
Yeah, we did have a lot of good times.
Yeah. He's saying don't lose your sense of humor. Um, he knows that you're going through kind of a tough period, but don't lose your sense of humor. It was one of the things that he really loved about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't been gone for very long, has he?
It's been 4 years now, almost.
Yeah, still pretty recent. still pretty recent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he just keeps saying, don't lose your zest for life. Don't let that bog you down. Always stay positive, and remember those times where we laughed so hard that we cried. He said, and
Yeah, it
never,
was easy
never
when he
lose.
was around.
Yeah, he says never lose sight of that.
Hmm.
Yeah. A very beautiful soul.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Well, Nikki, we are coming down to the last few seconds of our show, so I want to say thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Well, thank you. What was your name?
My name is Julie.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you have
You're
a
so
wonderful
welcome.
night.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, that does it for us. Another Thursday in the books. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you found this inspirational as well. Tune in to my new website at www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com. Just finished up a couple really fantastic classes and going to be offering more in the coming months. So definitely check out the website for more information. And you can also reach me at Your Time to Shine Facebook page and Julie YeagerWalker Medium Facebook page. Have a wonderful Memorial Weekend, everyone, and we'll see you next week.